It's just made sense. Why? Do I need to explain? I feel like those that know me, you know me. If you know, you know. Those that don't, well, you know, you'll learn.
Other people, I'm sure.
The
Supreme Court has held repeatedly, Senator. I don't think it would be.
What can you tell them, brothers?
If you can't keep your opponents from scoring, just outscore them yourself.
Just, host of the podcast, Just Made Sense. We are now on episode 6. Episode 6, as they say in the Spanish language, in el español. I still remember some of those words, don't get it twisted. But I want to thank y'all for joining me once again, another episode. We've made it this far, and we're going to keep on going. I'm feeling inspirational. I'm feeling good. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood, nice weather. Starting to cool down a little bit out here on the West Coast. You know, we'll get into that a little bit later. Talk about some global warming and, you know, environmental things. But I just want to thank you guys for tuning in, for showing love, showing support. I want to give a shout out to everybody that sends me tweets, comments on Instagram posts, and all that good stuff. I definitely do appreciate it and enjoy it. You guys know I could talk 4 days. So, you know, feel free. At Justice Real on Twitter and Instagram. That's at JUS_IS is _real, REAL, just_is_real. And that is on Twitter and Instagram. But I do want to give a shout out to all the subscribers, everybody that gets the downloads automatically on their iPhones or whatever app you're using, Spreaker, SoundCloud, YouTube. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all keep me going. Y'all keep me going. I appreciate it. That's why I do this. I do it for y'all. This is for you, the people. So thanks. Appreciate it. Episode 6, Just Made Sense. First and foremost, prayers and thoughts go out to the family and friends of Botham Jean. Botham was only 26 when he was shot and killed by a Dallas police officer. That Dallas police officer allegedly thought she was entering her apartment when she was actually walking into Mr. Botham Jean's Dallas apartment. This young black man from St. Lucia in the Caribbean was a recent college graduate and active member of his local Dallas church. My thoughts are and prayers are with his family as he has passed due to that fatal shooting in Dallas. Sad because the innocent life was taken. Very sad because he was somebody's son, somebody's brother, somebody's nephew, cousin, grandson, and he's no longer here. And I know his family misses him dearly. So prayers and thoughts to his family, Botham Jean. I believe what I read in the news was that officer has been charged with manslaughter, and that is where they're at with the case right now. I'm still following it, but very sad situation, and I wish the very best for his family. I know a lot of them are back home in the Caribbean, and I believe he was the only one in Dallas working, and like I said, he was a recent college graduate, so 26 years old, very close to my age, which I will not reveal because I don't want people to think I'm old. I don't want people to think I'm young. Just know I'm somewhere in between, looking the way I do, you know. But yes, Botham Jean sounded like he was a very intelligent young man, very spiritual, and he definitely be missed. Prayers and thoughts to his family. Also, definitely been keeping up with this hurricane slash tropical storm that's going on over on the eastern coast of the United States. Definitely keeping the Carolinas and those southeastern region areas in prayer as Hurricane Florence / storm passes through that coastline. Definitely hope everybody stays safe. And please, please, please follow the directions of your local emergency responders. I don't know how many times I could say that. Please follow the directions of your local emergency responders. If they say evacuate, you need to evacuate. So if you see it on the news, hear it on the radio, and they're saying evacuate, please do, y'all. Please do. I see every day on the news they're talking about, you know, people are going to try to ride it out, hold it down at their house. They don't want to leave, you know, their home they've been living in for, you know, a long time. And, there's nothing worth dying for that's a possession, a car, a house, nothing like that. You can't be selfish. You got to think of your loved ones. You got to think of your friends, coworkers, people that care about you, that love you, that have love for you. They would not want to see you go out like that due to a hurricane. And all you had to do was evacuate, or all you had to do was, ask somebody to help get a ride out of town or stay with a family member in the next state over. So please, if your emergency responders or local government is putting out statements and press releases and knocking on doors and things like that saying to evacuate, please do evacuate, or please follow whatever directions your local folks are telling you, because hurricanes are nothing to play with. Storms are nothing to play with. Seen a lot of footage on TV and in the news, and this is a really strong storm that's going through. And from what I've heard, it's a slow storm. It's not just passing through. It's not just like, hey, let me tear up a few things while I go through these states. It's taking its time. It's really just winding up. And I guess it's like one level below a hurricane or something like that now. So, just because it's not considered a hurricane anymore doesn't mean it's not dangerous. Doesn't mean it's not life-threatening. Doesn't mean it can't cause damage or harm to your home or your loved ones or even the things that you have. So please heed the warnings of your emergency responders locally and even nationally. If you watch, NBC News or CNN and you hear them talking about the hurricane and that's your area, please heed those warnings, because they want the best for everybody in those southeastern regions. I have some family out there. It sounds like they're doing okay, so that's always reassuring. But everybody else that I'm not related to, what I'm saying, I got love for y'all as well, and I want y'all to be able to go back to your homes and be in one piece. So everybody out there in the southeastern region of the United States, those Carolina states, the Virginias, the Florida area, please stay safe. Be safe though, and my prayers are with all of you. Now, let's get into it. Let's get into Just Made Sense. Let's get into why all of you are here, why you're all tuned in, whether in your cubicle at work, on the treadmill, Stairmaster, elliptical machine, maybe you're over by the weights, maybe you're at the bus stop, at the bus station, in the airport, wherever you are. It's time to talk. Let's talk that real. Just Made Sense. Your host, Just. We're here, locked in. Apple's new iPhones. I've heard about them. I'm sure you've probably heard about them. If you haven't, let's talk about it. Apple has introduced its 3 newest iPhones. And of course, the cheapest model is only $749. That's it. That's all. The cheapest iPhone model coming out this year, the iPhone XR, is only $749. That's all. And of course, if you don't want that one, if you don't want the cheapest new iPhone for $749, almost $800 if you round it up, you can go to the next level, which is the iPhone XS. If you go up a level, that one, it's only $1,000, only $1,000. That's it. Only $1,000 for a cell phone. That's all. And then of course, if you want the ultimate, if you want the best of the best, the newest technology in your iPhone, you can always go with the iPhone XS Max, of course. What other name would work? And that one's only $1,100. It's only $1,000 and then $100 bill. That's it. That's all. That's all Apple is charging us right now. That's all they want from your checking account, from your credit card. Either $749, $1,000, or $1,100. That's all, y'all. That's it. Now, obviously, you can hear the sarcasm in my voice, as these numbers are crazy. Now, like I said, we're all in different financial states. You know what I'm saying? We're all different, financial levels as far as, what the bank accounts looking like and the savings and all that. So, for some of y'all out there, y'all might be like, oh, that's nothing. $749. I got that balled up in a sock under my TV stands. So, we're all different. For me, I don't believe I'm a cheap person. I don't think I've ever been called cheap, which is good. I'm a frugal person, so I do like to save money. There are things I spend more money on than others, but at the end of the day, I am about saving money. I am a Costco Gold member. Shout out to Costco. I get my gas from Costco. What else? I do a lot of different things money-wise just so I can save an extra dollar or extra coin here and there because, that's important. That's important in life. There's a lot of expensive things out there. I'm not into, the high fashion. I'm a sneakerhead. I'm into my shoes. That's really about it, though. I don't wear jewelry. I don't have, nothing is pierced on me. No earrings. I got one chain, and it's not even that special. It's just a little something from, basketball back in the day. Just regular. Know what I mean? So when it comes to these iPhones, first of all, I want to talk about the irony, which I believe is totally planned. And I'm not going to lie, I was a little upset. I was a little tight about it. The day Apple announced the new iPhones, the day of, like they're having the conference, they got all the reporters there and they're doing the big old PowerPoint slideshow. The day of, my iPhone slows down. And when I say slows down, I don't mean, it had one little glitch and that was it. No. It slowed way, way, way down. And when I mean slow motion. I mean, you would have thought I was swimming with my iPhone. And, I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it 1,000. I don't have the newest iPhone. And that just goes back to me being frugal. And, I'm not into fads. I don't jump on things just because they're new. So in the year 2018, yes, I still have the iPhone 6. I do. No shame in my game. I'm not ashamed at all. I'm glad that I have it. It's been working all these years since I got it. And yes, other iPhones have came out. The iPhone, 6S and the 7 and the 8 and the 10 and, all that before, these new iPhones got announced. But I've been riding it out. I've been like, look, as long as this phone works, as long as it charges, as long as I could do what I need to do on it, get you guys the podcast and all that, I'm good. You know what I mean? I don't need a bigger screen. The phone is big enough for me. I don't want you to see, my phone through my pocket. That's just weird to me. I don't want that. I don't want my phone to feel like a tablet in my hand. I want it to feel like a phone because I'm going to get tired of holding it. So iPhone 6, it's been working for me. All of a sudden, it's not working for me. It's been slow. It's been, having glitches. It's been bugging out. And it's not just me. Talked to somebody else the other day. They said their iPhone was moving slow. They were connected to the Wi-Fi and everything. Talked to somebody else, and they said, yes, their iPhone had a little moment. It was getting a little dramatic for them. They had things to do when their phone was acting up. And this is not a surprise. I'll tell you why it's not a surprise. I want to say last year, I think it was, maybe last year or a year ago, Apple put out a statement talking about how they apologize because, yes, it is true when a new iPhone comes out, they slow down the processing of the older models or something like that. Basically, they're doing something on the low, something that they know we wouldn't like, and it got out, and they had to apologize for it. But I was telling somebody the other day, one thing I don't remember, and, maybe I need to do my research, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about this one. When they did apologize, they gave a little discount. You can go get your new iPhone battery for $30 or whatever it was because, they want your phone to be up to speed and they feel so sorry for what they did. I don't remember them saying it wouldn't happen again. I don't remember that. I don't recall them saying this was a one-time thing and we're done. We're sorry. No, I remember the apology, but they did not say that. And for any of you other regular humans out there, when people apologize, the way they apologize is very important. I think most of you would agree. Most of you out there listening would understand or comprehend what I'm saying. Like, when somebody means an apology, when they're being sincere, when they truly, they're digging deep. This is coming from the heart. They're really apologizing. And then, when someone's just like, my bad, or, my fault, or what it is, it's like, that wasn't really an apology. I don't think so. I mean, you did acknowledge what you did. You did say you did this, you did, so-and-so, but you didn't say, I'm sorry. You didn't say, I apologize. I didn't hear that. You didn't say it wouldn't happen again. To me, a real apology is, I'm sorry, I apologize, it won't happen again. I don't know what I was thinking, all that, right? Apple basically gave us we apologize, here's a discount, bang, and that was it, period. Like, all right, now go back to using your iPhones and your iPads and MacBooks and all that, iPods, whatever. So I'm not surprised that as soon as they announced the new iPhones coming out, this Christmas or Thanksgiving or whenever they come out at the end of this year, I'm not surprised that my phone is not moving like it usually does, but it is a little disappointing. I'm not going to front. And I hope somebody kind of calls them out, somebody more famous than me, because, little old Just, I don't think they're, they could be listening. I am on the Apple Podcast app. So shout out to that and iTunes. So, I'm not totally mad at them, but it's still, I like my phone to work, correctly all the time. So yes, I know I got an iPhone 6. It's older. I could probably use an update, but if y'all think I'm paying $749 or $1,000 or $1,100 for a cell phone, bro, like, a cell phone, fam. Like, this is a phone. This is going to be in my pocket. This is going to be wherever I left it in the gym sometimes. Like, these are like down payments for a car. $1,000, that was my down payment on my second car. Like, come on. Like really? Like, this is, and see, the only reason Apple is doing this because they know we're going to go out and buy it. They know. So many people have iPhones in the world. They're like, oh yeah, it's fine. And see, the downside is, let me tell you guys, the real reason I still have my iPhone 6 is because it's one of the last iPhones with the earphone or headphone jack. I don't have to use that little connector or adapter thing that you guys got to use for your 8 and your 10 and your, these new phones, these new iPhones that are coming out where you plug it into where you plug in your charger, and then you got to plug in another cord so that you can plug in your, like, nah. I'm not trying to do all that. That's doing too much for me. I just want to plug my earphones, my headphones in and just go. Like, I'm not trying to deal with all that. I'm good. So, we're going to see what happens. I'm very confident Apple's going to sell a whole lot of phones. Everybody's going to pre-order it. There's going to be lines in the mall and lines at the Apple store around the corner because people are going to be obviously trying to get these new iPhones. But in my mind, I'm like, fam, $749 for a phone, or $1,000 for a phone, or $1,100. That's $1,000 plus a $100 bill, plus a Ben for a phone, man. Nah, I'm good. Y'all got it. I'm not really worried about that. All right, I'm off that. Let's move on because, I am on the Apple Podcast app for those that are listening. And, I don't want them to cut the show short or anything like that. So let's just, let's move on. West Coast. Shout out to everybody on the west side with me out here. The left side, the best side. You know what? I think it's about that time of the year. We are now in the month of September. We're starting to get around that fall transition in the wintertime around, Christmas and December. And something shocked me that I saw in the news. And for me, it's good. For others, it might not be. And here's what it is. It's already snowing in Canada. So for those that, your geography is good, that for us on the West Coast, Canada is right above us, like, 2 states. I think it's Washington and Oregon and then Canada. So, their weather pattern, we can look at that and pretty much know, okay, our weather is going to be similar, as it trickles down through those PNW, Pacific Northwest states to California. It's already snowing in Canada, y'all. It's September. It is the middle of September, and there is snowfall. And when I mean snowfall, when I saw this on the news, it's like heavy snow. This is like New York, East Coast, Connecticut snow. It's heavy. Like, it's on the ground, chilling like, what's up? Like, yeah, that's right. It's snowing right now. Deal with it. Which means, this is all that it means. I'm going to explain to you right now. I'm not a weatherman, but I know the weather, man. what I'm going to tell you is, for all my West Coast listeners, subscribers, West Coast people that live out here, or if you're bi-coastal, live out here during the summertime, whatever you do with people with money, I believe, this is my prediction, this is my hot take, no pun intended, I believe that the cooler weather is on the way. I believe, obviously, seasonally, summer is pretty much coming to an end. It's pretty much a wrap. We're going into fall now. Leaves are starting to show up, and they'll be changing colors, orange and all those nice colors. We can start wearing sweaters, hoodies, sweats, all that good stuff. But I believe we're going to have either, how should I word this? The cooler weather is going to start earlier, meaning the fall season, all that. Or we are going to have an extremely long winter time, because if it's only September, and I'm going off what I've heard, like I said, I saw the news, it's snowing in Canada. On top of that, it's already cooling down in the PNW, the Pacific Northwest, as of right now. And I don't know if this is global warming. I don't know if this is just because weather is just wacky right now. But this definitely means something for everybody here in California. This means that, obviously if you live Northern California, if you live up there, Humboldt area, it's probably going to be raining more, might get some snow. And then for everybody else down here, closer to the valley, LA, San Diego, that just means it's going to be a little bit colder for a little bit longer, which I'm not mad at. I was telling somebody the other day, this is my favorite time of year. I bring out all the hoodies, the jackets, the boots, the beanies. You know what I'm saying? I get in my bag when it gets to fall, wintertime. Summertime, it's hot. You know what I'm saying? So, unless I'm at the beach or something, summertime, I go wear the same shirt, not literally the same shirt. Don't get it twisted, y'all. I bathe and I do my laundry on a regular basis. But I mean like the same color, same type of shirt. I go wear the same type of outfit every day, because I know it's going to be hot, and I know if I got to go outside, it's, I got to turn the AC on in the car, all that. So I don't really care. I probably look trash throughout the summer. I don't care, because I'm good. I'm regular. I'm not trying to impress nobody. Just as good, just as real. But, when fall gets here, wintertime comes, you know what I'm saying? And it's cold outside. People are going to Starbucks more often. People are getting their hot chocolate, frappuccinos, cappuccinos, all that stuff. Oh yeah, I'm in my bag. And y'all see, you could even go down my Instagram and you could tell what time of year it is by how many posts I have and what I'm wearing. So if you see the bomber jackets and all that coming out, that's why, because it's starting to get colder. So I'm extremely happy for this. Some people don't like cold weather. I love it. I love the snow. I like being in the snow. I'm looking forward to being in New York when the snow starts to come down again. Of course, right now I'm in the home base headquarters of California, and the living is easy. It's good. So, Californians, West Coasters, my people up in the Pacific Northwest, just prepare for, a cooler fall, probably a very cold winter, probably long winter through February, maybe even, a little bit after that. But that's what it looks like. I saw that and I was like, what? It's snowing in Canada already? That's a little crazy. That's interesting. So global warming, whatever it is, it's on the way. So be aware. Weatherman I'm here to give y'all what y'all need to know. So now you know. You know what? Let's do a Black Excellence Alert. Let's go ahead. Yep. Black Excellence Alert. Black Excellence Alert. Black man on the microphone about to make a statement about Black excellence. First Black Excellence Alert. This is a great one. Me being a former athlete, still very active, still go to the gym, still can get it in on the court. You know what I'm saying? Still could throw those hands on the bag. Matter of fact, I just got some brand new boxing gloves the other day. I want to give a shout out to Eliud Kipchoge. He is a 33-year-old marathon runner from the East African country of Kenya. And as of today, he just set the new world record. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the new world record, winning the Berlin race in 2 hours, 1 minute, and 39 seconds. So I want to give a congrats to Eliud Kipchoge. of the East African country of Kenya. And on top of that, I just want to speak on running for 2 hours and 1 minute and 39 seconds. I don't think I've ever ran nonstop for 1 hour. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it all the way real. I don't know how. I don't know where they get the lung capacity, the cardiovascular strength, or the will to run for this long. But they do. And he did. As a matter of fact, he set the record. He is now the world record holder for that. So black excellence, of course. But for me, I would not be black and excellent in that area. I'm letting you know right now. I'm just keeping it all the way real. This is the truth, okay? I think at the most, I've probably ran on the treadmill for maybe 30 minutes straight. Other than that, I'm good. I mean, I play basketball, you know what I mean? I'll run up and down the court, you know, and stop once we get past half and, you know, play the half court game and whatnot. Or, you know, I'll jog for a minute, but, you know, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to go for, you know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes straight. I'm always stop. Even when I jog around the beautiful neighborhood or jog around the park, I'm stopping at a tree. I'm stopping at the playground or something. So to run for 2 hours straight, oh man. That's why I got to give him a shout out. That's black excellence, regardless. Even if he didn't set the record, just running for 2 hours straight is bananas. So man, shout out to Eliud Kipchoge of Kenya. He's representing Kenya very well. Shout out to Kenya. Shout out to the whole continent of Africa and all the African countries. He did that, and I'm proud being a black man, African American. We can do it. Second black excellence alert. This is black excellence alert number 2. At 39 years old, John Legend is now the youngest and first African American man to win an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award. He just recently won his Emmy Award and holds that title for now. So this is the first time this has ever happened. This is also the youngest age for this to happen to somebody. So this is quite the honor. The acronym for this title or for this stage in the game is an EGOT, because you got Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony, EGOT, obviously. So man, shout out to John Legend. I've always been a fan, and I've always enjoyed his music. I've enjoyed some of his statements and things he's said, and even just his support, just as far as, you know, the movement, and even in his support of black excellence. I've always liked, you know, some of his angles that he comes from, him and his beautiful family. John Legend, yeah, he did that. He did that. That's definitely worthy of a Black Excellence Award. I'm sure he's going to be doing more movies, more shows, more plays, because clearly this man could do everything. I mean, there's only a few awards on here that I'm like, I would even want to compete for. A Tony Award, I don't even know what you have to do to win a Tony, but I'm not doing it. Oscar, you know, we'll see. Grammy, you know, I don't know. Emmy, you know, hey, you know, we'll see what happens. But either way, this is quite the honor in itself. He's only John Legend's not even 40 years old yet, and he's still the youngest and first African American man to win all these awards, which is a little surprising to me, because I would have thought somebody would have had all of these, but I guess not. You know, I would have thought maybe, you know, somebody of a Will Smith level, you know, somebody else that does movies, music, you know, that type of stuff, a mix of everything. But either way, this kind of goes to show you that this man could do so many different things. That this is just talent right here. That's just, you know, sometimes you just got a gift to do different things, and it shows. In John Legend, it definitely shows at 39. I've definitely probably heard like all of his albums. I got a few favorites. So shout out to John Legend for doing that. Black Excellence Alert for episode 6, episode 6. And I want to thank you guys for being here, man. Once again, I appreciate everybody that subscribes, all the listeners, everybody that shows love, everybody that goes back and forth with me on Twitter. I can do this all day. I'm a Twitter veteran. So let me know. Get at me. If you really want to chop it up, if you really want to talk about some issues, or, you know, if I said something on the show that, you know, you gotta you got an angle on or you want to comment on, let me know. Holla at me. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. At Just Is Real. That's at JUS_is_real. That's on Twitter and Instagram. I'm usually on Twitter more often just because that's my favorite. Twitter, that's my baby right there. But Instagram, you know, I'm on there every once in a while. I post something on the story daily usually. You know, you can catch me in the shade room on the comment section, you know, just putting in my 2 cents, you know, just got to make sense of things. But other than that, you know, you guys know how to get a hold of me. You know what it is. Just Made Sense, episode 6. I'll see you guys, you know, next week, depending on how things go. You know what I'm saying? I might get busy, might have to fly out, you know, to Puerto Rico or something like that, or the Bahamas. But, you know, either way, we'll be back. Episode 6, Just Made Sense. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody. One love, much love. I'm out. Peace.